Good morning, good morning. It's dark, it's 5 AM and we're just going over a noisy motorway bridge. The people are going about the business. People are doing work. Okay? Do you know, I watched a video last night and this guy is so excited because it was Friday and he knew that he didn't have to set his alarm the next day. He'd got all these little like snuggle pajama things on and he was so excited he was screaming into his pillow because he didn't have to get up, and he thought, yes, I can lounge around on the sofa all weekend and watch movies. And he was so excited, and people in the comments were like, yeah, I totally get you. But why does that feel so alien to me? Why? I've got no problem with people, with anyone who thinks, yes, just chill out all weekend. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, even sometimes I think, I'm doing nothing this weekend, I'm just going to chill out. But, you know, they talk about doing whatever makes you happy, and I agree. I agree in one sense. But if it's at the detriment of you hating Monday to Friday, then surely it's not so good, is it? That you're just about getting through the week and then to live for the weekends. And I know that's the case for millions and millions of people, but wouldn't it be good if that wasn't the case? That wasn't the case. And I've just been rattling my brains now thinking, what is it? Most people aren't happy in the 9 to 5, but they do it because they've got to do it. So I think part of it's like you've got to find a purpose. Got to find a purpose in life, and have a little bit of will if you want to change that 9 to 5 so it becomes something more on your terms. Does that make sense? Now, I've come to the conclusion over many years that people just won't do it. You can't change people. People have to want to do it for themselves. And I get frustrated. And I feel sad for people who I've tried to help over the years. You know, encourage them to just step out the comfort zone a little bit and at least start striding towards the dreams and the goals. Because it's just a case of finding something that works and repeating those steps over and over and over. And that gets you to where you need to be over a period of time. It's all about consistency. Now, where have we heard that before? Oh yeah, me. Me walking every single day. I mean, this is 317 days now. I know how much different I feel having walked every day. How it's given me a bit of a really positive outlook. The idea that maybe I could do something on YouTube and make YouTube become a source of income. And getting healthier as well. But I think the truth is that this is just how it is. That most people will never make change. They'll never make change because it takes that initial effort to get going. And that is always the hardest step, the first one. It's like a big inertia wheel or a big snowball at the top of a hill, and you're trying to get that snowball to move, but it's so big, it's so heavy, and it takes a lot of effort. But if you persist at pushing, eventually it starts to rock backwards and forwards, and then eventually it begins to roll down the hill, slowly at first. But it soon picks up pace. It soon speeds up. It soon gets faster. And then eventually nothing can stop it, and it just keeps going and going. And it actually picks up snow along the way and begins to get larger and more impressive. And this can be you, but it's just taking those first steps. Now I know statistically that almost every single person watching this video will not do anything about their lives, will not do anything to change their lives. And it's possibly because it's not too painful. It's a little uncomfortable, but it's not too painful, if that makes any sense. People just tolerate it. They just accept a little bit of discomfort Monday to Friday, and knowing that Saturday and Sunday are days where they can do whatever we want. I mean, be honest with yourself. When you go on holiday, you know where I'm going with this, don't you? You go on your holiday and it's like, oh, this is amazing, and you come alive and you feel like yourself, your true authentic self, and you're like, and how many of you say, oh, well, let's buy a house over here in Spain and let's rent it out as a villa and let's make a living doing that, wouldn't life be amazing? Let's do this, let's do that. And then you go back to work on Monday. Sometimes you have to step out of your comfort zone. If I can get one person to try something which is going in the direction of their dreams, then it's a good thing. And you know, over the years, I recall and recount the number of times I've helped people, encourage people to go on and do things, and they have. And I think, and they've actually gone on and done way better than me, and I think that's brilliant. When's it going to be my turn? But maybe that's not my role. Maybe my role is just to help others. And do you know what? I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Because it's fulfilling in here. And this is what we're talking about, getting happiness. Okay? So you've got to find your role, your purpose in life, and what it's all about. If you've no idea, then go into the silence. Go into a room that's quiet and just sit there. And after about half an hour or so, you'll find ideas will actually come to you. Or you can just get outside and walk. Now walking, especially in nature, actually does amazing things. It brings a lot of uplifting of your mood. If you don't believe me, try it for a few weeks. Just try it. It makes you feel positive. It gives you a positive outlook in life. It's worth giving it a go. And then you'll find ideas and inspiration will actually come to you. So if you're genuinely happy where you are and doing what you're doing, absolutely nothing wrong with that. People need to be happy in their life. And I want people to be happy. I want people to have a good life. And me saying it won't really affect anyone. But if you're not happy, if you hate that Monday to Friday, that 9 to 5 grind, you can change it. It is possible. So have a think about this and let me know in the comments below if you've changed anything, if you've done anything. Maybe this has encouraged you to give it a go. It doesn't have to be anything specific. It doesn't have to be YouTube. It could just be starting your own gardening business, starting a window cleaning business. Suddenly an idea in here, which is just a dreamy idea, becomes a bit of a reality. The more you talk about it, the more you start to think about it, and the more you start to prepare about it. I tried a window cleaning round many years ago when I'd come out of a job, and me and this other guy, we got some pieces of paper and we pushed them through people's letterbox, and we said, if you would like your windows cleaning, we'll be here on Friday. Leave this piece of paper in your front window and we'll know. It worked. It absolutely worked. And we must have picked up 20-30 new customers. Now that business never carried on. After a few days, the other guy decided it wasn't for him, and I was kind of 50-50, but as I've looked back on it, I think that was a good way to do it. It was a good way to do it. And it could be the same with anything. It could be the same with gardening. You know, you could just do the same thing or just get people to send you a text. Give them an idea on price. A friend of mine actually did this. He was pushing leaflets through and he'd looked at their gardens as he'd walked past, and he wrote a price on the front of this sheet and popped it through the letterbox, and he got new customers. Anyway, I think I'll leave it at that for now, but have an amazing day. Let me know below if you've ever thought about doing something extra like a side hustle, or if you're not bothered about your 9 to 5 and you want something different, you want change. Because I know it's possible. You have to try. You know, I've done, I'm not kidding, dozens of things. Sideline hustles. I've bought and sold PlayStations and made profit. I've created money from nothing. I've got so many stories. So many stories. But it starts from here. Starts from here. And you just being brave enough to take that first decision. Right, I'm going to stop here now, but catch you on the next one. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments below. Take care, bye bye.